What's going on, Pisces? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a great week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just phenomenal, Pisces. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy how yourself has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Because it's your general energy weekly spread. Yeah, something like that, Pisces. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you. Leave the rest with me. It never forced reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said there, Pisces, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy around here, Pisces. Now, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down in the description box are some links for some other readers that I like watching, Pisces, so check them out, go show them some love. They're a very intuitive group. But I tell you, the description box is filled, because I have also down there a link for a channel of an astrologer that I like watching as well. They're Pisces, so if you've been meaning to expand your astrological knowledge outside of Celestial News Monthly, definitely check her out. She really brings, her and her team really do bring some great knowledge there, Pisces. But fantastic. There we go. Thank you. Let's see what's going on here, Pisces. Oh, and look at you soaring free there, Pisces. You got the eagle spirit there, which is the freedom card. And I like this. Look at you, little Pegasus in the background there. Look at you, Pisces. And I like this too, Pisces, because this energy is the 13th card gives out the frequency of the death card, which is the 13th card in the tarot. And I do feel like there is this, oh, Pisces, that was exhilarating. I do feel that there's this energy of this newfound freedom that we're either in, Pisces, or an energy that we're trying to change into being there. It's like, I feel this horse was observing this eagle, how it was flying high, and then it just, instead of sitting there, it's like, why can't I fly high too? It just sprouted wings and just started to take off there, Pisces. And I feel like that's what's happening with you, especially if we don't feel as free. What is that restrictive energy that may be coming in there? Is this a person, a situation? Is it ourselves even that might be getting in the way of this, whatever this freedom that we're maybe seeking there, Pisces? And then changing that, whatever that is, that vibration, that frequency, that situation, person, to get you into this more unrestricted state. But I am getting this energy though, Pisces, of there's I feel like you have more power than especially if we feel our freedom is restricted. I do feel like you have more power than maybe even more resources at your disposal. And it may seem a little fantastic how we talk about this horse just sprouting wings there, but I do feel that there are more options and more ways to feel this sense of freedom than, because maybe if we can't necessarily get outside, maybe we're feeling kind of cooped up or something like that, Pisces, maybe just like even, I don't know, even journeying into your mind can be a freeing type of space there as well. Not one I feel like we're escaping into, but just something to get some sort of relief there. But I even in getting this energy of needing to let something inside you go free there, Pisces. Let your, kind of like how we, They keep looking back to this horse with the wings, and it's like I'm letting our imagination run wild. I mean, even on the back of this card, it's got Pegasus all over the place there, Pisces. So it's like letting this mystical side of you, I feel like, kind of roam free. I mean, which I mean is appropriate. Saturn's in Pisces, Neptune's been chilling in there, hanging out in your sign the last, what, 10 some odd years. So, but let's get some tarot on this, Pisces, get some details with this. Alright, Pisces. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, we got quite a bit. Oh, and there's one of your rulers. I'm with it. So you have the... Ooh, a lot of heat. So you have the 3, 4, and 5 of Wands here, Pisces. The 2 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and then the Wheel of Fortune here, Jupiter. And where do we want to start? So Pisces, with this 2 of Cups, you know, I feel that there's something here. Again, it's like this restricted energy I feel like is coming through there. This could be in a certain relationship that we might be having. And again, keep in mind too, Pisces, if this is not something like with someone, this could be with ourselves. We might be restricting our own sense of freedom in a sense of maybe we're afraid of a certain disappointment possibly, or maybe even and it's not that you don't want to put, like, it's not necessarily that we don't want to put in the work, it's just that we know there's a lot of work that it entails in order to get to the state that we're trying to get to, because this feels like something that's like kind of maybe driving some of your Pisces, because it's like this 3 of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune is giving me that Jupiter energy with the Wheel of Fortune, of course, but Three of Wands is like this expansive energy, going out and seeing the world and experiencing all that it has to offer. The celebrations with the 4 of Wands, and even the challenges and the conflicts with the 5 of Wands, and I feel it's how we continuously kind of strive to keep this sense of freedom and this sense of this sense of growth here, Pisces. And I even feel like there's this energy, especially when it comes to this 9 of Pentacles, like working on yourself, this very kind of self-sufficient energy, very individual energy that comes through here with the 9 of Pentacles. And it's like an almost like not restricting yourself to like earthly matters in a sense there, Pisces. Hang with me, because it's like we're gonna get a little deep here, because it I feel when it comes to maybe brainstorming or thinking outside of the box, we put ourselves in this sort of energy that is just very, very one track here, and there's like I feel like there's a need to dip into this creativity. But let me get a little bit more with this 5 of Cups here, Pisces, because I feel like maybe something is getting in the way with this 5 of Cups energy, 5 of Wands, but more so this 5 of Cups, something is, I feel, maybe getting in the way of this freedom, something that, interesting. Let me get the rest of the cards here, Alright, Pisces. So the 5 of Cups is clarified by the Page of Cups and then the Emperor here. And it feels for some that there's this with the Emperor, because this can be oppressive type of energy, or maybe even authoritarian type of energy. And it feels with the Page of Cups, there's this I almost feel that we've gotten so maybe so comfortable being underneath someone, possibly Pisces, that we're not sure maybe how to establish this sense of individuality, maybe even with this Nine of Pentacles here. And then again, it's not that you can't, it's just that it's that maybe we've gotten so used to someone maybe handling something all the time here. And now there's this, it kind of reminds me of when you go from being like a kind of living with your folks into going out into the world and trying to establish your own there, Pisces, trying to get that sense of freedom. And now it's like we're getting, like, I don't know, it's like maybe for some we've entered this new chapter here or something there. But I do feel with the Emperor, there's, if we want this sense of freedom, that there's this responsibility that's coming with the Emperor, this weight that's coming on with this this freedom. And it's not, I feel like, to let it be oppressive or to get it to where you're frustrated, or where we may disappoint, maybe be kind of harsh with ourselves, may kind of get frustrated or disappointed or whatever that is that's coming up with this, that emotional upheaval that can come with the Five of Cups. And and let that be an energy to keep you moving towards this, especially when we feel kind of just aggravated or disgruntled or something along those lines, Pisces. But and just one more thing, just keep in mind that you do have the free will to make the choices that you want to there, Pisces. And that there's just another energy that's kind of just kind of coming through there. But I think I'll leave that there, Pisces. Now let's get another oracle on this. There we go, Pisces. Thank you. Alright, Pisces. So you have the Maple Spirit card here, which is the Generosity card. And I feel with this, Pisces, that there's a need to, and I want to say, I think Gemini got this card too. And considering that you got the Nine of Pentacles here, again, that very sort of individual type of energy, I feel like being mindful of, not that we're not, just be mindful, I feel like, how generous we are being with our energies. You know, we may, because there's this feeling here with the Emperor that I feel when he asked the Page of Cups here, and hang with me, it's like when he asked the Page of Cups to, it doesn't have to be necessarily aggressive. This could even be from like a guilt standpoint here, with that Five of Cups in the mix. It's like we're trying to, when you want to do something, it's like they say, like, oh yeah, no, you can do whatever you want, but I really was looking forward to this, or it might have been looking to that, or this just is sort of like guilt tripping type of energy that's kind of coming through there. And just being mindful of that kind of cutting into your time there, Pisces, and just kind of restricting you in a sense where it's like everyone else is kind of on their own terms, but you have to be on others' time clocks in a sense. So something to be mindful of there. But it's interesting because I feel that there's something here where I feel we're not being as generous with ourselves as we could be. That there's this energy of indulging or being more free and allowing yourself to really be in this, I don't know, this just receiving end of abundance here, and really kind of enjoying this sort of, and it's not, and it's from putting in, it's this work that's being put in here, being here, Pisces. But I feel like one that is going to, it's kind of giving me like the feeling of where your ruler Jupiter's at, like that Jupiter and Taurus energy, where if we're mindful of the abundance now and work on this sort of giving to our, it's like what we're giving out is what we're receiving back, in a sense, or where we're focusing our energies is giving us this sense of freedom. The more you channel and nourish something, the more it gets you to, like, gets, it becomes more, gets you this 10 of Pentacles vibe that's coming through here next. Like, then we'll have this state of freedom that we're looking for. Or let me get some tarot on this, Pisces, and get some details, because I even feel that it's like not letting certain restrictions affect how generous you are. Maybe it's kind of coming through here. It's like, oh, let me see what's going on here, Pisces, before I, because I'm not having troubles trying to even explain that. If I'm having troubles hold the cards, okay. Thank you. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on here. Oh, and there you are, Pisces. How fascinating. All right, Pisces. So you have, and I like this too, Saturn and Pisces. So you have the, well, the moon card, Saturn here, the world, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and then the Nine of Swords here, Pisces. And let's start with you, because it feels with the moon here, Pisces, that it's like with the moon and the world, it's like there's this energy of needing to go out there and it's like experiencing this sense of freedom, experiencing the generosity that the universe has to offer. I feel that we've been, it's almost like we've been afraid to enjoy something, where maybe even in a fear that it'll go away, possibly, even with this, if we give too much into this generosity. I'm not sure, Pisces, of what this anxiety may be here with this Nine of Swords. But even like the Knight of Wands here is giving me this sort of like, even like a slowing down, because the Knight of Wands is a pretty fast energy that goes through, and it's slowing down a little bit and appreciating the abundance that around you, really basking in this wheel of fortune, generosity type of energy. And I feel like this brings about this sense of freedom, feeling more freer than we normally have been, Pisces. But let me get a little bit more with that Nine of Swords and find out what that's about, Pisces. Thank you. Interesting, Pisces. Alright, so the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Hierophant, Taurus, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Pentacles. And it just feels like that we have, that there's something here that we have a lot to give, or that there's certain it's almost like we're afraid of making again something manifest. I feel like we're not being generous enough with our, or it's like not necessarily generous enough, but it's not we're not allowing ourselves to this I don't know, the state of freedom in a sense, allowing ourselves to connect with things that bring us this level of abundance. And I even feel here, Pisces, that maybe even for some there's this need to, if we've been feeling in this restricted energy, maybe either finding someone who can, like a teacher or something like that, that can get you in these states, get you in this state of, I don't know, like maybe working with like affirmations, like guided meditations, things like that. Or maybe for some this could be, considering that you got pentacles there, could be maybe even like seeking like maybe a financial teacher, if that's the freedom we're looking for. Or hmm but I'm even getting to, Pisces, it's not you seeking something, that maybe for some it's like we have this generous amount of wisdom here, or this teachings that can pass along there, that I feel it can provide others this sense of freedom in whatever areas that we might be feeling anxious in. Or hmm all right, Pisces, but I hope that that makes sense. I think I'm gonna leave that there. So hmm but let's get your last card here, Pisces. Oh, all right, Pisces, I'm with it. Interesting. All right, Pisces. So you have the Owl Spirit card here, which is a card of wisdom, and I'm feeling this energy here, Pisces, of investing in, because this kind of ties this clarifier with the Nine of Swords a little bit differently. It's like in really investing in who in ways to help you grow. Like the Nine of Pentacles almost is like the centerpiece here, where you investing in yourself can bring about this sense of freedom, but we need to be generous with how much energy and time that we're putting into this self growth, that I feel like we've been maybe kind of, I don't want to say skating by, but almost just like kind of doing just the bare minimum to feel that maybe that sense of satisfaction, but not quite getting the visible results that we want. So we're just constantly in Nine of Pentacles and not having any sort of Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands moments to enjoy along the way here. And hmm, let me get some tarot with this, Pisces, because this is a very interesting reading here. All right, thank you. Now let's see what's going on here, Pisces. Interesting. All right, so you have the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Lovers, the Death card, and the Hermit card here. Pisces, Virgo, your opposite sign. And let's switch back over. Because it's very interesting here, Pisces. I feel that with the Nine of Cups being here, it's like if we want this sort, there's this like this sort of energy here of us wanting something. It feels like that we'll feel freer once we get to that place. And I like that because you got your Nine of Cups and your Nine of Pentacles, and it's like we're vibing in this energy. But then you throw that Nine of Swords in the mix, and it's just like that. There's this fear. I feel like that's messing with the frequency there. That it's messing with that abundance. And because I feel this wisdom is definitely something that we're growing into, but it's like we need to. There's with the Hermit here. There's a need to. For some, I feel like it's this breaking out type of energy there. It's like we're choosing to. It's almost like we're being told that what, like, let's say for an example that there's this. It's like there's this, let's say there's this job that tells you that, they're being very generous with what they're offering you. You've applied for this emperor position, but they're underpaying you there, Pisces. They're just like, have you seen where the market's at? You'll never find anything, and things like that. But it's like we're realizing that there's more abundance out there, but we have to make that choice to change something here, Pisces, and take action here with the Four of Wands there, because it feels with the Four of Swords that we've been. It's interesting because it's like this could be a card of like rest, but I feel like it's like we've been maybe resting for too long, or it's like now we're waking up and kind of seeing that we're a lot freer, or there's a lot more there than we realize there, Pisces. It's this epiphany type of energy that's coming through there. But the Hermit is like reflecting on where we're at, and it's just like, are we as free as we think we are? And let me get a little bit more on this Four of Swords here, Pisces, before we wrap up. But let me see what's going on with that before we finish. Thank you. All right, Pisces. All right, well that's dope. So you have the Four of Swords is clarified by, now we got the Ten of Pentacles here, the Queen of Wands, and then the Knight of Pentacles here, Pisces. And the Queen of Wands, I feel like, is one that she just goes for it. She's the type that doesn't allow herself to be. I feel like a real embodiment of freedom, and I feel that it's like with the Knight of Pentacles here, it's like there's this energy of making this plan, but it's this coming up with this plan energy towards this Ten of Pentacles, and then sprinting towards it with the Queen of Wands, or at least that's the energy I feel is going to happen once we. It's like this again. There's this realization that's coming through there. I feel with this energy, and. And it's like once we start making these move there, Pisces, with like the Ace of Wands there, I'm not quite sure. Like it's something I feel like is going to unlock in you, or that is going to, we're just going to feel a lot lighter, a lot freer, a lot more, I don't know, just a lot more accepting of the abundance and things that are around us. But yeah, and it's not that I don't feel like that you don't want abundance, but I feel like that we've just been limiting ourselves in a scope, or that someone or some sort of idea or something may have been limiting your beliefs and what you can manifest. So and that you have more resources at your disposal maybe than you had thought. But I think I'm gonna leave that there, Pisces. So I hope that made sense. But if anything resonated with you, Pisces, give it a thumbs up and watch this, Pisces. I may have shown all the sciences, but that doesn't get old to me. And share this, Pisces. If you know someone who's been, I don't know, just been in the need for this sense of freedom or this need to enjoy this kind of, because I mean, you got two bird spirits there, kind of these birds of prey. And that's interesting too. Now I said they got those birds of prey, and I don't know, like that Emperor's giving me this again, like something is maybe restricting us, or that is giving that a situation or something is giving me this towering energy of like something's over our shoulders or something like that, Pisces. But share this and then subscribe there, you hermit, you moon. Hit that bell button, get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, if you have any Cancer in your placement, sun, moon, or rising, come on over to the Sheridan, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We absolutely, hold on, now I don't watch the Pisces, but we discuss lunar shenanigans, even when they're you. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Pisces. And you got the Seven of Cups here. And that's why I feel like there's this thing of that we have more options than we realize. And maybe for some we might be overwhelmed by the freedom, possibly, with the Seven of Cups being here. And maybe there's a need to just kind of take a moment and pause and not to get lost in the freedom, but enjoy that you have these options, but don't let that get you in a place where we don't focus. You know, just like find that thing that really speaks to you, that fills your, just with, get your Queen of Wands energy going, and like, And that's something too, Pisces, like, because the Seven of Cups can be like my card of like a prelude to a devil moment. So just be mindful of any sort of illusions, distractions. Someone saying there's more, someone being, I don't know, like being more generous than they're coming across to be, or. But yeah, let's so let me get your other oracle card here so I can get you out of here, Pisces. And interesting. So you got more Gemini energy here because you got the Lovers, but you got the 6th card of Gemini, which is the Train card. And with this card, this is a card of moving on life's journey, new endeavor, going away, one direction, on track, focus, on time, keep going forward, going with the flow, inflexible, steady climb, and no resistance. And you know, with that Hierophant, it's like I feel like we've been maybe a little rigid, maybe going things kind of at a traditional type of way. They're just sort of this one track type of energy. And now there's this need of like branching out a little bit, going down the unbeaten path, or and just kind of allowing yourself this more, because even I was saying this is inflexible and things, it's I don't know, Pisces, like something there's and I imagine whatever this decision is, of course it has its challenges, but I feel like it's going to get you to where you want to be. But we just have to, I don't know, take that motion, kind of like chariot energy, kind of go for this thing. But And I do even feel that for some, maybe to get to the sense of freedom, that Knight of Pentacles, it might be something that requires a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, but I feel it'll be worth it in the long run there, Pisces. But I think I'm going to leave that there. Just a little something to think about. But you stay safe out there, Pisces, with all this freedom and maybe even feeling not so free, whatever that might be feeling like. Just be safe with that, Pisces. And you raise your vibration through the roof. You know, travel, because you have this abundant energy here, and I feel like there's something, we're going through like this learning experience right now here, Pisces, but yeah, very fascinating. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.